Stay, motherfucker.
Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned.
There he is.
They go back up a little.
Yo, 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 what up, though?
What's up, York? How you doing, man?
Man, this shit's breaking up all kind of crazy, but I'm living, man. I'm all right. What's up, though?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling, man. Hey, listen, it's an honor to have you on, man. I really, really appreciate you coming on, my man.
Man, let me tell you something, right? My man Hollow the Don actually told me about you years ago, back when I was up in New York, when I was, up there doing the Freestyle Friday thing, you know what I'm saying, and chilling with Hollow a lot, and damn, they're getting killed, you know what I'm saying, and sipping act and all kind of good shit, man. Like, a lot of good times, man, and Hollow would tell me, yo, man, it's a lot of dudes coming up off this battle, you heard me? Like, because he had that mixture between, like, Houston slang and, like, New York slang all rolled into one. Like, Hollow's a funny dude, man.
Yeah.
That's my man, Lottie Dottie. That's what I used to call him all the time when I hit him on the phone. Yo, Lottie Dottie, what's up?
He's in here right now. He's in here right now. Hollow's in the room right now.
Yo, what's up, Lottie Dottie?
Let us know if y'all recording this, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we are recording it, too, by the way. That way, if it messes up, we gonna be here one way or the other.
All right, word. Yeah, it's a little bit choppy. I feel like the more it moves, the more choppy it is. But
yeah,
are you close to the modem? I'm not sure. Like sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's choppy. Like it's a little choppy right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of factors that make things the way that they are, man. Especially when you're in the South, man.
Word. Yo, Hollow just said, "I love this guy. I love this guy." Shout out to Hollow the Don, man.
Hey, yo, man, Hollow's the greatest, man.
He is the greatest. He said, Hollow said, "Sorry for almost killing you."
No, Hollow, that was one of the funnest days I've ever had in my life coming back from the Lucy spot. That's really all I wanted that day was some Lucy's and some Sprite, right? It was a whole thing, bro.
That's amazing, man.
Fun times.
Say what?
Fun times, man. Real fun times, man.
Oh yeah, he's an amazing guy to hang with, man. He's a big inspiration to me too, man. And but you were as well. And now that I think of it, I was just thinking before I came on here with you, watching you and people like you, Hollow, Jin, and everyone on Freestyle Friday and shit like that back in the day.
Yeah.
Was a bigger influence to me than I even realized. I didn't watch 8 Mile until like 3 years ago. No one believes me when I say that, but it's true. I never.
Yeah, you're lying, bro. You're lying right now.
Bro, I always seen little clips, but I did not watch it. That's on everything. My girl made me watch it. It's not like I was like, I don't want to. It's just I just kind of knew the story. I seen little clips. I was like, all right. And it was like, I was always being compared coming up rapping to like, oh, you rap, and since I'm white, to like, oh, you mean 8 Mile? I'm like, well, I guess, like that's what I do, but it was just kind of the white comparison. So it was always like, I don't know. I wouldn't say aggravating, but yeah, no, you guys, I watched you guys probably first, man, and then like World Rap Championships and shit like that. So aside from everything, I want to thank you for instilling that and being that inspiration that might have like spawned a Pat Stay.
Hey, man, listen, I want to thank you for, having this platform. I mean, there's a lot of other platforms, out there, but you're definitely reaching back out to the community, like, in a big way, what you're doing, man. And, like, it's real dope. I see it. You know what I'm saying? And as you know, I'm going to rebrand myself, you know what I'm saying, with this Blind Fury TV thing I'm doing. We got to make sure we get the right brand out there because there's a whole lot of fakers, and imitators and whatnot, imposters and what have you. But, we're going to get to all that, though. But I appreciate you for doing this, man.
Oh, man, all day, dude. I was going back and watching all your shit yesterday. And, man, I have to ask. So, dude, not only can you, rap well, freestyle. You're cutting out. You there? Good?
Yep, I'm here. Yeah.
Not only do you rap well, obviously freestyle well, you sing well. And, I mean, in every genre. You sing well in every genre. You're able to. I've never seen and I mean this, not just because you're on here. I can't bullshit if I wanted to. I've never seen someone so talented with like just being able to adapt to something. Like if you put on a Snoop beat, boom, you'll rap like Snoop or Biggie or anyone you want. But also you're not just an imitator. You're not just one of those guys that imitate voices. you can rap really well, and then you can do fucking opera if you wanted to. I've seen you sing so many different genres and just immediately adapt. Here's my question. Do you think that being blind actually might have helped with that, since it heightened senses of hearing and it helps you adapt to shit so easy, like you know, your hearing capabilities, just catching on to things quicker or something?
I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna reboot the internet and hit you right back. But this is what I'm gonna tell you. I think that it allows me to listen better, you know, and really pay attention to cadences, you know, and beats and things like that, and really embrace and absorb what's going on around me. Like, I think that you know, not being able to see definitely has its advantages, because I'm not, you know, sidetracked and distracted by all types of, you know, this and that and glitz and glamour and whatever, what have you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. I was like, how is this guy just able to adapt? Do you want to log back on and off or whatever? You want to
log
restart?
back on. I'm gonna switch to the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna log back on. I got you.
All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting dude, man. This is an honor to have him on, man. If you guys have any questions, the reason why I bring it live and not in like a Zoom chat is to involve you guys. If you guys have any questions, man, let me know that you want to ask him. I'll read it from you. You know what I mean? I usually come with like one or two things to ask, but other than that, I just like regular conversation. You know what I mean? With an interesting, can you ask him what his favorite rap battle was? I can ask him shit like that. I'll ask him battle rap shit.
There you
All right.
Well,
Yo,
we're great now.
we great now, right?
Woo! Oh,
Woo, that boy in this bitch hard now. What's up?
We back, man. We back.
We all are in this bitch, man. We back like cook crack. What's up?
Yo, man. I love that answer though. I was thinking that. I was like, dude, I'm watching this guy. I've never ever seen anyone do it. Like, I feel like I could play any beat right now. It could be any genre, and you would just immediately jump right into it and do it, man. Like, and sing it, no matter what the fuck it was. And like, dude, like, how young were you when people noticed, or you noticed, or something? They're like, yo, there's something up with this fucking kid, man. He's just snapping onto shit immediately and just like doing it perfect. How young were you when people were like, this is it?
When people started recognizing it, I was about 11, like 10 or 11. I was in middle school, definitely. I remember being like in front of the lockers in the 6th grade, like rapping and shit. But I knew that I could rap before then, a little bit before then, like around 91, 92. So I was about 7, 8. Just kicking rapping.
What about singing? Did that just come with it? Like, people don't. Somebody in the comments said, I didn't even know he can sing. I'm like, did you not see the battle with Chris Brown there? And besides that, I already knew you could sing. I seen the many videos afterwards and shit too, right? But like, singing, was that around the same time?
No, see, I have what's called a perfect pitch, right? And so I taught myself to play piano first, right?
Yeah.
And after being able to play the piano, I was like, well, if I can match these notes on keys, I can surely sing them. It can't be that hard. You know what I'm saying? And so over time, I just kind of, you know, acclimated and adapted to the things around me, man, and just made it work for me. Like, you know, a lot of my friends had a jump shot. Some of my friends played football. Some of my friends so dope. I could just make good music.
and like supernaturally. You know,
Mhm.
that's super dope. The piano shit. Um, yeah, learning to play piano blind is. I mean, it's, you know, there's Stevie Wonders and other shit like that, but that's just a talent in itself, man. It's like somebody in the comments said, "What was it like meeting Stevie Wonder?" Is that someone trolling, or did you actually meet Stevie Wonder?
I've met Stevie Wonder twice. I took a picture with him once. This is what I'm gonna say about anybody who gets on stage at 65 years old and performs for 3 solid hours, right? It was a real pleasure and an honor to meet that man, but he was very tired. You know what I'm saying? We took the picture, we shook hands like it was a real cordial, meeting. I wish that I could have met him like in another type of setting. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of him performing, and being just bombarded by that.
Of
But
course.
like it really was a good experience, man. And it made me appreciate live performing even more. Like that man was on stage for 3 solid hours, all right? And sang and played and just, man, Stevie's the greatest, dude. He really is.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, 3 hours for anyone. And yeah, and you're right. It's cool that you're mindful of that, because some people be like, "Oh, I met so and so and they were a dick," but it's like you're an artist yourself, so you totally get
Mhm.
it.
And sometimes, after the show, you just want to get the hell out of there. You don't want to be, but you have to be because that's your job. You know what I'm saying? And when you choose this entertainment lifestyle, that's something that comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes, you just have to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Grin and bear it. Smile through it. Be like, oh man, what's up? Shake some hands, kiss some babies. All kind of good shit.
Shakes a bit, shakes a bit. Yo, man, like, were you like always like a battle rap? I feel like every rapper is a battle rapper. They start off a battle rapper. For example, everyone's first rhymes are usually this: "I'm this, you're not,
Yep.
I'll do this." You know what I'm saying? Were
Hmm.
you were you like a battle rapper in school? Like, were you that dude that was like that was just battling everyone in school, and did it help like deflect maybe people saying shit about you because you're blind? When you're young, people are like fucking trolling people and bullies and shit like that. And did that help deflect that, or what?
I built up this really big wall around myself, right? And I call him Blind Fury, right? And in school, you're right. That's what kept me from being bullied, because I was really quick on the draw as far as like words and rhymes and things. And I really was big into battle rapping until I actually got into the battle circuit, right? And I was like, yo, this is really not for me. Like, I don't want to compete. That's not to say that, that's not anything like less of battle rapping. It's just that I wanted to make music. Like, battle rapping was cool in my teens and in my 20s, when I was trying to come up and but a lot of times you'll get boxed in, you know what I'm saying? You'll really get painted in a corner and made out to be a certain way that you're not, so I just kind of like, after I did the 106 and Park shit and Hollow Nose, like, because we used to talk about it a lot, like, I'd be like, yo, look, after this 106 and Park shit, I'm not ever stepping in the battle ring again. I don't want to do it. Like, I'm good.
Bro, you're 100% right. They because it's like, when you see them for the next 10 years, you could be like, yo, you check out my new song. It's the deepest song ever. I talk about my life of, being blind, the struggles. You could say I talk about the time I was shot 800 times and lost my fucking whole family. They'd be like, all right, cool, but freestyle.
But freestyle, yep, exactly. And
Yeah.
yo, so many times, like, see, we have our own vlog, right now on Blind Fury TV, which we'll throw the link out there, make sure it gets the proper promo and all that, because we want to make sure everybody likes, subscribes, and shares to that shit. But you know, I even just be trying to talk to people, and have a genuine conversation, and motherfuckers be like, yo, man, that shit whack. You want freestyle, yo, you want freestyle. No rapper wants to rap all the fucking time. I don't care how dope you are, you just don't.
Period, man. Period. People do it to me all the time. It's like I could be having a genuine conversation. They're like, all right, cool, we'll kick a rap. I'm like, what do
No.
you mean? Like, are you you're a carpenter? Cool, man. Make me a fucking doghouse right now.
Yo, listen, it's funny that you say that, because I was talking to TQ's brother like a month or so ago, right? And I was like, I just be in the bar sometimes trying to have a drink, trying to chill, listen to some music, and somebody will come up to me like, man, Furious, spit a rap. And I'd be like, well, I tell you what, how about go lay some shingles on my roof right now?
Yeah, yeah,
If you go lay me some shingles, I'll rap you a verse.
exactly. No, exactly, man. And this is our profession, whether it's battle rap or rapping or whatever. So it's like, yeah, you go You go do that, man. You go whatever you got to do. It's they expect it from you. You know what I mean?
They
And
do all the time, dude. They do.
yeah, and even me, like if I make a song, could be the deepest song. They don't care. They're like, when's your next battle? That's all they give a fuck about.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's just like, with Hollow and Joe Budden, right? When that whole battle took place. And look, I've been the biggest Joe Budden fan and supporter most of my career, right? And I knew myself, I'm like, look, that's not an arena for Joe to get in. But see, now Hollow's been painted into that box where all people really ever want to talk about is his battles. Whereas Hollow actually can rap and make really dope music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you on the Joe Budden thing. I'm a really big Joe Budden fan too. I said that it might just not have been him, and that's totally fine. And it's good that he didn't step back in too many times, as he might have boxed himself into that too.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, yo, you were just saying something, and I'm just in a random thought here. You're drinking at the bar and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is not rap related, and I'm glad that you just like regular conversations. So let's just say, like, growing up, you're at the bar, whatever. You're meeting girls, you're meeting people. Do you think like, have you had relationships that went like, how does it go for you? Obviously, it's a benefit because you get to actually appreciate who they are rather than being like shallow and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Have you dated have you been in long relationships with girls that obviously weren't blind and shit like that, and how was it?
I mean, yeah, I've only dated one blind girl. Well, and she wasn't even blind. She was legally blind. She was visually impaired. She couldn't, she wasn't totally blind.
Fronting.
Right. But no, I mean, and really here's the thing though, man, like eyes will separate you from a lot. Like you can spend the whole night chasing after a piece of ass just because she looked good, right? But then as soon as this bitch opened her mouth, she say some dumb shit and you be like, why am I even with you right now? Yep. Where can I get rid of you at? Like, do you want me to call you Uber? But like, I don't know, like with me, the thing is with me is like, if you say some crazy shit to me, like, I watched all of your battles, immediately that's a turn off. I can't do it. Like, because then what it is I don't know if you're with me because you really dig the vibe or you really feel me as a person, or you just think that there's a come up from it, because I was Blind Fury and you know what I'm saying? So like, and when you can't see, you really do have to pay attention and stay focused and aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, because she could sound like, oh, Blind Fury, she could sound beautiful. Next thing you know, you go to touch on her and she feel like fucking built like Michael Clark Duncan, you know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus, right? That's funny as shit, Pat. You stupid.
Yo, the one of
oh my mama, that's the funniest shit I ever heard.
You know what I mean, though? You could have swore she was the one. You said, man, I'm really connecting with this girl. Next thing you know, fucking Brock Lesnar. Oh, man.
I got an MMA fighter, and she got hands bigger than me. What the fuck?
Oh, man. Yo, somebody in the comments said, shout out to Blind Fury, the king of the dots. That was good.
The king of the dots. I love it.
That's amazing. Oh, man. Yo, I hope whatever you're sipping on, I hope they sponsor you, bro, because I always see you with you got a beer in the hand, man. They better sponsor you, bro.
No, I wish they would, and they probably will eventually, like once, these followers and these podcasts and these things get up, man. You never know what might happen, man. I'm about to come out with my own beer in a couple of years, and then I ain't gonna need no sponsor. That's
what's up, man. That's what everyone's doing, man. And if not, yes, we need to put that out there. You need to be sponsored for that shit. Mm-hmm. Or just turn the label. But yo, man, tell me about, okay, I don't want to ask cliche questions, but like the 106 in Park shit, did you just like sign up and like and you went in, and how did that happen?
All right, I'm gonna tell you how it happened because it's the weirdest, craziest story ever. I had the flu back at the end of 2010. I was really, 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 really sick, right? And my homeboy Big Russ, he just recently passed. God bless the dead. Anyway, So Big Russ came and picked me up from my house under the guise that he was going to take me to the grocery store so I could get some Theraflu and, you know, some things like that. Try to sit in the house and get better, right? Well, I hop in his truck. We get to riding for a little while. I done lit up a blunt, and then I look at him. I said, wait, we've been riding way too long for us to just be going to the store. Where the fuck are we going? He said,
Yo, I told your man Slim that I wasn't gonna tell you nothing because you wouldn't do it, but yo, I signed you up to audition for Freestyle Friday, so I'm taking you to DC.
and you going to audition. Meanwhile, I'm hitting the door of the truck like, man, let me out, bro. I'm going home, and I don't want to do this fuck shit. Like, I'm sick. Take me home. But he wouldn't. So I go up to DC, and I battle like with these like 7, 8, 9 dudes. And after I get through the last battle, mind you, I still have a fever. I'm dog sick, right? So I walk up to the producer, the head writer at 106 and Party at the time, which his name was Pat Charles, and PC we called him. And I told him, I was like, look, bro, I don't want to be here, and I've already done all the battles and shit. I'd rather just go home. If y'all gonna call me, then you're gonna call me. If you're not, then you're not. But I'm out. And fact is, they were impressed with me rapping, but they were more impressed with the fact that I didn't even want to be there. So that's when they kind of called me back and made it happen. And I still didn't believe the shit until I actually got up there with Diddy. I was like, oh fuck, I'm on TV.
Wow, man, that's incredible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the person that you freestyled in front of? Actually, there's probably every single one of them. Diddy, like, was there one person that you were like, oh shit, they're here right now? I'm like actually starstruck and nervous, or are you just straight up blind?
I was always straight up blind fear, except for with Jadakiss, right? When Jada was there, I was like, oh wow, bro, like, I hope I don't fuck this up. Like, that was my whole thought process. I'm like, I really hope I don't fuck this up.
I imagine, bro. Man, when you sang the Chris Brown shit and he just got up and just like threw the card and like, man, like I still got goosebumps watching it yesterday. I'm like, man, like, I don't know how you like, I don't mean to keep dick riding, man, but it's just only a certain amount of people. Okay, it's not just the singing. It's the like, all right, I'm gonna tap into this. There was nothing better you could have did at that very moment. As a rebuttal, like, just like, all right, check this, watch this, all right, cool. And you just hit it so smooth, hit it with the first, like, I don't know if it was 2 bars, 4 bars, and then right into it, man. It was just mind blowing, man. Did you get to speak to Chris afterwards, or?
I did. Funny story, right? Chris Brown shocked the fuck out of me because, like, look, I had not met Chris beforehand, right? Before we did the battle, right? So I'm just thinking, he's Chris Brown, the R&B singer. You know, he's a little bit troubled. You know, he had his little past, whatever. But I thought it was gonna be real, you know, peace. Like, hey man, what's up? That was a real cool battle, right? Man, I love what you did. That is not how it came out. He came to me backstage and goes, hey dog, man, that motherfucking shit you did, goddamn, man, that shit was fucking raw, dog. You motherfucking killed that motherfucker. I was like, whoa, dude, you're cursing. Chill out. I said, you gotta relax.
Oh man, that's amazing. After 106, like, where did because you said that like you didn't want to battle after that, and I totally understand that. As a battle rapper, I totally understand it. What happened after that? Were you just getting calls left, right, and center, like, we want you on the show to freestyle this and blah 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 blah?
Well, see, the weird thing about that is, right, is that when I came from BETC, after you get that type of buzz, you need to have some type of budget behind you. You need to have some real serious business machine behind you that can really, you know, set out a business plan and stick to it and make it happen. And what happened was I ended up coming back home. Like, I did work with Timbaland and, you know, I did a few things. But when you live in South Carolina and there's not really a music scene that thrives like that, it's really kind of hard to stay in the loop. So, like, when I came back home, I kind of came back home and then I was just on my own.
Yeah, dude, you're totally right, man. Like, you need to jump on it immediately, man. I mean, I'm sure if you would have moved to LA or New York, you would have been, you know.
Well, at the time too, I'm explaining something else to you. At the time, like, you know, okay, when BET gives you that check, I can speak about it now. When BET gives you that check, you can't cash it for a whole year, right? After you win the battle.
Wow.
Yeah, contractually. So
wow.
I could not have moved to LA. Like, in the time that was spent between me winning the battle and when I could actually cash the check, a lot of time had gone by, and lots of, you know, time had been accrued. You know, lots of bills needed to be paid and things like that. So yeah, if I could have moved, you know, and sustained myself, then honestly I would have. But like at the time, it just kind of like we are now, like we're coming from the ground up. Like me and my man T Kiefer out of the garage, you know, doing our vlog and shit. But like there ain't no budget, there ain't no, you know, sponsors, there ain't no label, there ain't no distro. Like it just is what it is, as best we can put it together.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because you would think, I mean, an uneducated, like ignorant person, I mean, as far as the industry, how it works, would think, well, after that, there should have been 100 businesses behind you, giving you millions of dollars. And but that's just not how it works, man.
And also, you got to look at the fact that when I came off of BET, like the labels that did call me, they wanted to do like development deals, like artist development situations, right? Mm-hmm. And see, I know for a fact, just like you stated earlier on this interview, I already can sing and I can play and I can rap. I don't need to be developed, right? And I felt like, you know, if I allow these people to come in and they spend their money on me, then I'm going to be a slave to their check. And, you know, then I'm going to have to do what they want me to do and not what I want to do. And it just wasn't in my best interest in a lot of ways. You know, like, for example, one particular label wanted me to develop this whole story about how my life was hard. And I went through bullying and ridicule. And I honestly didn't. Like, believe it or not, like, to have been the only blind kid in my school, I was straight. I didn't get bullied. Like, I mean, yeah, I could rap, so it helped a lot. But what I mean is, I can't tell you a story that doesn't exist. I have to still come back home to the people that know me. And they're not going to let me live that shit down, lying like, yo, bro, you know that shit didn't happen to you like that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about staying real and genuine to who you are and not allowing yourself to be compromised.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like you come back home, you're like, man, come on, Fury, you know damn well you didn't get shot in the eyes.
All right. That didn't happen to you. Exactly. You'd be surprised at some of the stories I've been pitched, like, yo, you should really sell yourself this way. No, I shouldn't. Chill out.
Yeah. You were born blind, correct?
Mm-hmm. I had a condition that was called spina bifida, and it caused a lot of things to be wrong within the nervous system or whatever. Like, I wasn't expected to make it past like 1 or 2 or so. So like now I'm just on borrowed time, and I joke about it with my man Troy all the time. Motherfuckers be like, "Hey, don't you think that shit's gonna kill you?" I'm like, when? It ain't done yet.
Spina bifida, yeah, man, that's crazy. And you're what, 36 now?
I'm 35 now. Don't do that to me.
They said you were born in 84. I was just doing my homework.
I haven't turned 36 yet. I'll be 36 in October.
Oh, word.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you something. And a lot of people would think that being in your 30s is old to be a rapper. But I'm gonna tell you something. Tech Nine really didn't start really blowing up until he was in his 30s. You know what I'm saying? Titty Boy too? No, I said Tech Nine. Well, yeah, Titty Boy too. You're right. Titty Boy was like 34, 35 when he got on. Yeah.
No, man, it's like a cool thing now to have. Bro, I mean, I'm 34. I'm going on 35, right? I don't think I'm old whatsoever. I can't stand when a 32-year-old rapper's like, oh, you know, I'm getting old. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's a whole genre now for people of our age and older. You know, in battle rap, the GOATs are generally in their mid to late 30s.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Murder Mook.
Yep, Mook, Lux, Hollow, all these guys are at least 35. Clips yeah. Is 40 clips, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know,
a lot of us are old. Like, age ain't number the number, man. I tell Troy all the time, man, you're only as old as you feel, man.
Absolutely, bro. No, it's like, and it's not like we're trying to adapt to, you know, it's only weird when you're like 46 years old trying to make like 16-year-old trap music. Not saying trap, but you know what I mean? Like the new trap shit.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, you walk with your 3 kids like on a collar, and you have like a gray fucking rat tail. Come on, right. Bro. Like you don't need you don't need to act 16. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not 16, bro. Chill out.
Yo, do you watch? Sorry, do you listen to?
Watch. Don't do that. No, I know what you mean. I'm not being a dick, but like. I'm gonna explain something to you really quick, because people ask me all the time, like when I say things like, yo, I watched such and such movie, or I saw so and so. How'd you see it? You don't have eyes. Well, you know, sight is perception. It's not necessarily what you perceive with your eyes. It's what you know, encompass and encounter, if that makes any sense.
It does, man.
And
Elaborate.
plus, it's more socially acceptable in conversation to say, "Hey, man, I went and watched The Invisible Man last night. It was a really good movie," as opposed to say, "Hey, man, I went and listened to The Invisible Man last night. It was a great movie."
Is that like a punchline in itself, like the Invisible Man, because he's not there, and now
No,
bars?
no, it's a really trash movie that I watched recently.
No, but you were just saying, like, sight isn't, perception. Can you elaborate on that? Because I think that was deep as fuck.
I think that as long as, okay, like for example, if I walk up on my homeboy Troy right here, right, and I give him a dap at the grocery store, right, and we chop it up for a minute, I saw him, not because I laid eyes on him, but because I was in his presence. I heard him, I felt him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could reach out and I could dap him, and if I touched it with my hands, I saw it. If I heard it with my ears, I saw it. Sight, isn't just restricted to the eyes, if that makes any sense.
No, it totally makes sense. I'm hearing you. I think that's dope as fuck and deep as fuck, man.
You have to be a really deep person to understand that perception is all in the mind, bro.
Yeah, man. I think it's helped you in many ways, bro. I think it's super crazy. I think it's super, super, super crazy, man.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm still curious about one thing. How did you get my number, Pat?
You want to know?
Yeah.
So I was looking for you, and I made a post. I messaged your Instagram, and it must have been the wrong one. And then I put in my story. I said I took it down, but I put in my story. Trying to get a hold of Blind Fury. He still ain't seen my message. Must be the real him. And then Mercules messaged me. He goes, "That's the homie, man." And then he sent me a screenshot. And he goes, and it was you messaging him, and then me messaging him.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something real quick, Pat. Like, because you asked me earlier if I had ever been starstruck. Not at a battle, right? But when Mercules hit my vlog up, because like I say, I do the YouTube vlog too, Blind Fury TV on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's where me and T Keith do the whole chilling with Blind Fury shit that we do, every night. And when Mercules called in, right, and sat down and really chopped it up with us, man, like, I really was kind of looking at my boy Trey right here like, what the fuck, bro? Like, yo, we about to do this shit from right out the garage, cuz, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'll tell you something. So yeah, that's how I got your number, because he sent me a screenshot. It's like I'm messaging him right now. But I'll tell you something about Mercules, man. He's been a friend of mine for a long time, but he's such a good dude, man. Like, not only would, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are working on a song right now, but not only would he do it, but he would be beyond honored to. Dude, he's probably he's a huge fan of you, man. And no matter how big he is, he's just normal, man. He's like, he'll be messaging me in probably 5 minutes to invite me in this group chat that he's always in. He got his friends burning off their eyebrows and lighting the ass hair on fire. He gives them money to do ridiculous shit. He's a fucking crazy guy. He's just an amazing guy. Shout out to Mercules, man.
Hey, man, shout out to the homie Merc. I'm gonna tell you what, man, like, I really do enjoy Merc. I enjoy this whole new flourish of hip-hop that's coming from all types of different demographics and different genres. Like, I think the shit's amazing, like, and it's a whole different sound. It's a whole different vibe, And shout out to the homie G-Mo Ski too, man. Pat, I don't know if you've ever heard of G-Mo, but like, I got a song coming out with him real soon. It's really gonna bubble up and blow up.
Good, man. No, I'll be pushing it. I haven't heard it, but I'll definitely check him after this. Who else do you listen to? Who were your top? If you can name top 5, who were your top? And that's so hard to ask you because you're so well-rounded. I feel like you need like a top 10, but if you can name your top 5 ever, is that possible?
I could try. I would say Scarface. I would say Biggie. I would say Pimp C. I would say Big L.
Right.
And then I'd probably say Twista.
Woo! Chucking Twista in there, man. Twista's a legend.
Yes, he is. And, I'm going to tell you something. Like, check this out. Back when, when you live down here in South Carolina, like where I live, like, and back then in the 90s, like, it wasn't a whole lot of white boys rapping or nothing because, well, Eminem had not dropped yet, right? And we used to go and memorize all of the Twista lyrics and the Bone Thugs and Harmony lyrics and shit and go try to rap them out on the playground and shit. Like, we was tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was hard. Like, we had the shit. You feel me?
Yep.
And that also really helped me to craft, you know, my raps the way that they are now, is because I learned how to mimic different rap styles.
Oh, amazingly, yes. I know. I see
Amazing,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Twist is amazing, man. What about Tupac? You put him up there?
I don't really like Tupac as a rapper. I think that Tupac is a great entertainer. I think that Tupac, he made his contribution, but as a rapper, I think he sells himself short.
Word.
Yeah.
What do you watch battle rap still? Like, still, do you watch it?
Some of them. Every once in a while I'll get bored, and I'll, you know, because I got the Apple TV at the crib, you know, and if you guys didn't know how I use that, like, it's accessible. You can go into your accessibility. It'll talk to you just like my phone does. Any Apple product will. But I'll get bored sometimes. I'll pull up some battles on YouTube and I'll watch like 2 of them, 3 of them, and be like, okay, I remember why I quit watching this shit.
Yeah. I mean, they're very long.
No, what I mean is, check it out. I think that I enjoy raps over beats more than I just enjoy slam poetry and people yelling back and forth for 4 and 5 minutes at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you know what, Blind man? Listen, man. I thought to myself, I don't even want you to get involved in the battle circuit, even if you were, and I'll tell you why. Because everyone wanted to ask me, oh, ask Blackberry, is he gonna battle like you do? I don't want you to, and this is gonna offend the battle rap community, and I don't mean to. I actually think you're too well-rounded of an artist to limit yourself to an a cappella rap. I think that you can do so much. I really mean that. You can do so much with the beat in so many different ways that it would just be a little bit too flat for you. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised what you could do a cappella wise, because you're such an artist. But I think it would limit you too much, man. I think chuck you in the studio with a whole band, and that's where you're supposed to be. A band or a bunch of producers. That's where you got to be. You're a musician with an ear that we don't have. Period.
Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. The best advice that I ever got from any battle rappers, it came from Charlie Clips and Hollow, believe it or not, from Lottie Dottie, right? And they both said, Fury, you're dope over beats. You're not cut out for this battle rap scene like that. And that's not, you know, a shot at me. It was like, yo, you can't do that. You're so much better than that. Don't get boxed in, man.
100%. 100%. They're totally right, man. I wouldn't even want to. I mean, I would like to see it, but no, I wouldn't. I think that you're way. You have this ear that's just way too. We don't have it. We actually don't have that. None of us have your ear. And I don't know. I really haven't met anyone that does. And I haven't met you in person, but by studying your shit, watching all your shit yesterday, and just watching how quick you adapt, and like perfect pitch, like you said, perfect pitch. That's so hard to do. And there's people that aren't even the greatest singers that have perfect pitch, like Nate Dogg. He had perfect pitch. That's what they say.
He did. I was
Perfect.
actually, let me tell you something real quick. Earlier, when you first started this whole thing today, you was playing It Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None, right? And I was sitting over here with the homie Troy, and I was just bopping and bouncing and singing all the Nate Dogg lyrics and just having a good old time like it was 93 again. And, man, it just felt good, man.
Oh, that's what I listen to, man. Most people don't. My preference of music is way different than most people's. Like, I grew up on strictly West Coast shit. Like, my favorite group of all time is South Central Cartel. I listen to fucking Spice One, Trey D, you know, Ebo, Tupac, all that shit, man. Dog Pound. That was always my favorite shit, man. My father was a bass player, so the funk was already in me. My brothers listened to West Coast, so I was really big on the West Coast shit.
Well, see, check it out. When I started playing piano, right, which I was like 3, 4, and that's around the time, like, you know, G-Funk music came around, like 91, 92, right? You know, all this Dog Pound, all the, you know, the Chronic and all that, right? And I would learn to play these old Dr. Dre riffs that I learned later weren't even his. I mean, they were, because he would have bands come in and, you know, arrange samples, but, like, they came from, like, previous records is what I mean. So, like, I went back and studied a lot of these. So, like, you know, I went back and listened to a lot of DeBarge records, you know, and like, you know, really taught myself how to play. And, yeah, West Coast rap music really does influence a lot of what I do when I make beats.
Dope. Yeah, no, that's dope. The G-Funk is the greatest shit, man. The greatest. Hell yeah, man. That's really dope to hear that. Yo, I sent your crew or you an instrumental. Like 5 different instrumentals, and it was me. I threw it together myself. I don't know if you heard it, but I was wondering if you would kick it. And the reason why I chose 5 different instrumentals with specific artists is because I was so fascinated with the way that you adapt to certain artists, mimic it, and then rap. And I was wondering if you would kick it for us, man.
I could do that. You want me to play it on this end? That way it doesn't lag and get all choppy on your.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
we can do that. I'm gonna do that right now. How do we do this? All right, let me see how to do this shit, man. We gonna turn this shit all the way up for Pat. All right, yo, look, check it out. Look,
Turn it up.
I go 0 to 100 real quick. All my heroes get me blunted, real shit. Motherfuckers know I'm smoking with the chill tip. They already know who the fuck that they about to deal with. It's me and PatStay getting nasty. Bitch, I'm in the class doing it the fast way. Blunts bigger than ashtrays when I put them out. Y'all already know I look at my men and say good looking out. Yeah, without a doubt, I be spitting the bars, twisting the guard with them the broads. Got money all in the bra. They know I'm going far, riding in the car, twisting cigar, drinking shine out the jar. Real corn star. Not to be confused with porn, cause I'm coming through and I bring unusual storms. Cause I got the motherfucking track. Bring it back for my boy Pat. Yo, look, I ain't a killer, but don't push me, cause I'm smoking Girl Scout cookies. Y'all some rookies. Make your mama play hooky. She don't go to work. I pull the cert and pop a perk, and she go berserk. I'm coming through just how I do, cause when I chop and screw, shout out my cousin Drew, man, I be coughing like I got the flu. Oh man, it's crazy. They know I'm getting wavy every day. It's another way that I'm trying to get it wasted. See, I'm like a Don, but I'm not hollow. Motherfuckers say that my dick's a Twitter, they follow. The liquor they swallow. I be hitting these models at like 6 in the morning, and I come back tomorrow. They know what I'm about to do in this Tupac, cause I'm coming through in that new block. I show some pussy off 2 notch, that's right, cause I be pimping. That money make me limping. A big fat knot in my pocket, I'm counting nothing but Benjamins. 20s and 100s, I get blunted. What the fuck, yo? Hold up. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You ready for this? Yo.
Woo!
Right. Hey, yo, check it out. Hey, yo. Hi, my name is somebody that's from another planet called Uranus. But I be nameless, caring about the frame, bitch. I'm off the chain quick, and I've been wasted since 86. I'm trying to make a brick, make your baby flip. I'm unbelievable like God to an atheist. I'm about to make your lady flip and do some crazy shit. Man, 3 men and a baby shit. I be coming through in this track, you know I'm wavy, bitch. Slim Shady, M&M's not the old initials. I got the soda in my bottle like some Folger crystals. Better hold your pistols, no limit soldiers get you. Man, your flow is pussy, better go get a tissue. What?
Hey!
Hold up, I ain't done yet. Ooh, check it out. Ride or die, I live it, I did it. Ride or die. Hold on, I'm hitting my articulates flow, right? Like this. Hey, yo. Still put the tool in your mouth. Motherfucker, they be taking a motherfucking jewel out the house. Yeah, you know me, I come through huge in a drought. I'm about to bring the chop and screw in them out. Whole jar of the dust. Motherfuckers say I'm balling too much, but they ain't sparring with us. They bars ain't enough. Your broad is a slut. What?
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, man. Yo, what up? It's DMX. I'm coming through late at night, and I lay to rest. I'm talking about you hear that dog bark. But it's all cool. I keep it frank, like a ball park. Yeah. What the?
Hey, Scarface, you got Scarface?
I'm about to go and get another level. I got my hand on the dead body like I was worshiping devils. Smoking fruit and peppers. Got rose petals when I roll them up in my blood. Call me DJ Lavender from up in the front. I ain't never seen a man cry till I seen a man die. I'm a rolling grand high. That's what it is, though, man.
I love it, man. I fucking love it, man. I appreciate that. You kill that shit.
I appreciate you, bro.
Nah, man. It was such an honor to have you on here, man. I know. I promise. Anytime you hit me for anything, let alone your podcast, anything that you ever need from me, man. I'm more of a friend than anything, dude. But then a rapper, than a battle rapper, anything. And so anything that I can ever help with, which I probably can't, you know what I mean? But like anything, you hit me for anything, dude. Whether it's just a chat on the phone or the podcast, anything, man. I
We'll
really.
chop it up. Hey, man, I want you to make sure you tell everybody to subscribe to Blind Fury TV. You know what I'm saying?
Please do. Everyone subscribe to Blind. Actually, you know what? When I get my video guy to edit this, because I put them on YouTube too, I'm gonna put it right at the first. Subscribe to Blind Fury TV, man.
There you go. Not the fake one, but the real one. That's important.
The real one. I'm gonna hit the X before you do, because if you do, it'll cancel the whole shit. Blind Fury, much love. I appreciate you very much. It was such an honor, man. Have a great day.
You too, man.
All right, brother. Peace, man.